Hello everyone, this is Fatiha. Today's video is going to be about power. Recently, I've spent, I guess, hours thinking about what usually people attach as a meaning to the word power. And I realized that everybody's meaning of power differs depending on the context, but also on our own lives, life conditions, and even circumstances. One thing that I kept contemplating about most was how we attribute that concept of power to our own selves and to our lives. Many people, when they speak about empowerment, they mostly refer to the self-empowerment. And in those cases, when one is getting interested in this whole process of getting empowered or is getting interested in working on self-empowerment, we are looking for the ways to engage better with our own needs, mostly internal needs, which actually manifest themselves in our outer reality as well as our external needs too. But one thing which isn't quite obvious for so many of us is the fact that power, though many of us know that it lies within us, not many of us realize that the power is in one's connection not only to his or her own self. Power is in our connection, internal connection, to the very essence of us, to the very root of us, to the very beginning of us. We can find our beginnings, I believe, only in our attempts to find the foundational meanings that I guess gradually over the courses of our lives, we sometimes not only lose, not only fail to acquire, sometimes we even end up losing. There are moments, I believe, that we as children or teenagers may attach better meanings to certain concepts or certain life events, better in terms of the quality and purity of our own understanding of those meanings and the ways how we might operate based on those understandings that we used to have. Not only do we sometimes fail to carry those meanings throughout our lives, we sometimes indeed lose them. And that is what I started viewing as power. Getting the meanings right. Getting the meanings based on which we operate and we build the whole course of our life for as long as we live. Getting those things right because they are foundational. It isn't just our ability to connect to our own internal needs and wishes and different states, dreams even, right? But also it is our ability to get down to that level of understanding of meanings. What does fairness mean to us? What does love mean to us? What does kindness mean to us? And it is interesting how our powers are usually taken away exactly through our inability to get down to the pure essence of those concepts. And our challenges in trying to identify what those things mean for us is exactly the moments when we lose power. I think that there are some layers to that, some layers to the retainment of our own power. It definitely stems from within. The power lies within, and that is for sure. However, there are stages in acquiring it back, in building it, in retaining it, in fighting for it. I don't know if you have ever happened to experience how sometimes the reality and the circumstances and everything that might be going on in life, in the outer world, as well as inside us, they really challenge. All of it challenges our understandings, our values, and the ways we see the world, and the ways we try to operate based on what we believe in. I would love to continue this conversation about power in the next video as well. This was the first part about what I noticed myself regarding our ways to build our power, about elements of it. And there are so many things that can go wrong, and they go wrong if we suddenly lose the meanings which constitute the foundational elements of the power.